focus on at first with Jefferson is how much space he creates at the snap. Week 1 against the Bengals, he's wide right. Awuzie is the corner over him. Man coverage with a single safety back. It means you got to run with Justin Jefferson, right? The defensive back's going to have to cover him. And at the snap, bam, bam, bam. Just a dream shake to get inside position, and you're gone across the field, and there's no catching back up. It's basically 2 yards of space created against man coverage right away. Week 2 against the Cardinals, split wide left, Robert Alford over the top of him, cover 2 behind, man under. This will be a simple in-cutting route, but if you're not playing inside position, I mean, it's impossible to stop this because look at the severity of the stop followed by the acceleration out of the break. Jefferson can get a yard on you before you know what's happened. That is all over Jefferson's film. What I want to pay attention to on this deep out, so this was a 4th and 9 at the end of the game. The Vikings had to have it. And it's softer coverage than we just saw. I'm not going to pretend like Jefferson eked out a tight window catch here necessarily, but I want to pay attention to how fast he is after changing directions, how he basically loses no speed at all making these cuts. So it's Tavon Young as the DB here, and he's playing sticks, right? He knows where Jefferson has to go on 4th down, and it doesn't matter. Jefferson's over 6 foot. He's over 200 pounds. He's not a giant moose, but he's not little, and he's still got that change of direction. That is hard to beat, being able to change direction without losing speed. That is how separation happens. We've got flashier plays we're going to show you than this one, but this speaks to how quickly, just 25 games into his career, Jefferson has vaulted past a very good pro like Adam Thielen to become his team's number 1. He's slot right here, and it's an out route with man coverage right on top of him. And before we let it run, I'm going to be honest. This is not where you usually throw this ball. With a safety over the top, the slot corner can play kind of a trail technique and not have to be afraid of a long pass. So if you're the quarterback and you know it's an intermediate out where the DB can hang in and stay underneath it, you probably aren't taking this throw. But this is the trust that Kirk Cousins has for Jefferson, that Jefferson's outside break will involve no deceleration, and it'll be a small window, but the window will definitely be there, and it is. Same exact scenario, slot right. It's an out route again. There's still safety help over the top. There's still a slot corner who can afford to play trail technique and therefore sit on routes that Jefferson might break off. And he's just so fast to turn his hips and generate that space by not losing any of his speed changing directions. The window is small. It's there. It's another completion.